You know, I was inspired by Carmine Appice, seeing him with a huge gong, John Bonham, of course, Keith Moon, just rock royalty who had gongs behind their drum kits. And it was a dream of mine to have a gong behind my drum kit. And here it is. This is exactly, probably a little smaller than what those guys were using, but Paiste gong with the same kind of stand. Dream come true.
Hey, it's Carmine Appice here, and next to a Paiste gong. This is a smaller version of my gong from Paiste. This is probably a 36 or a 38. I had a 52 and a big giant stand. But it didn't start like that. It started like the picture. A little gong on a stand on a table, and being with Vanilla Fudge, we were like a symphonic orchestra kind of vibe. So I used to use the gong like an orchestra because I was in the orchestras and band and in high school and during school. So I used to put it on the side and I'd hit it, like bam, to get sounds. And then in 1968, when I got my Ludwig endorsement, I got everything big. And I got a Paiste gong came along with it. I think it was like a 38-inch Paiste or a 40. And they had a black stand, but it wasn't as high and lower. It was like if you cut it off over here, it would come up about this high. And then when I noticed they had a new stand, because I had gotten John Bonham his deal with Ludwig, and they gave him a gong too, because he wanted the same thing I had. So they gave him a gong, and now they had these new stands that stood up here like that. So I called and said, hey, I want one of those stands, So I got that stand, and then who knew that everybody would have the big stands with the gongs? I mean, from Carl Palmer to, Roger Taylor, all the bands, every rock drummer had a setup with a gong behind him, and that picture was the very first one. Who knew?